What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. New angle today. I thought it's better for the light if the background wasn't as bright because there are some huge windows there and my cheap softboxes can't really keep up. Anyway, today is a very special video. Totally out of the blue for me as well, because I bought a new guitar this morning. So I went to a little market, second-hand market at Session Music, which is not far from here, where private people would sell their stuff. Yeah, I thought, why not pass by and look what people got? And I arrive at the place and I see the first stand, with a guy like, in his 50s. And I see that guitar and I got that, tunnel vision, walked towards it. I looked at it, asked what the price was. He said 400 euros. I was like, ooh, okay. Then I took it, I played it, and I was like, what is going on? The thing is, it is my, I would say, true dream guitar. Kind of. This is it. It's probably a guitar that you would never expect on this channel, but there it is. If you know something about that stuff, showing you it like this will exactly tell you what this is. This is not a Gibson Les Paul Custom. It is a 70s made in Japan Les Paul Custom copy. I don't know much about Les Pauls, but I think it was back at the time when Gibson, sued those rip-off companies. I actually forgot the name of this company, so I don't know if you recognize this guitar. I forgot the name. The seller told me it, but I don't care that much, to be honest. It has the true Gibson headstock with this, Les Paul mother of pearl thing going on there. And I don't know if I can show this on YouTube, but it has a Gibson logo, which kind of doesn't fit because it's way too new looking compared to the rest of the guitar, which looks genuinely 70s, because it's beat up, but not in a way that someone would have, relicked it. It looks genuinely from the 70s. And let's get that on there again. He had it like this with the logo covered, probably just because, preventing people like, oh, it's a Gibson Les Paul. And he would be like, no, it's not, all day. Now, if you know something about Les Pauls, which I don't, but that's probably the only thing I know, a true Gibson Les Paul is not a bolt-on, but has a sat neck. This one has a bolt-on. That's probably the only real thing that you could, tell this guitar apart. Well, experts will be like, no, it has like this, and a true Gibson Les Paul needs that, And I think this is a rosewood fretboard. Les Paul Customs had an ebony fretboard. I don't care that much, if you ask me, to be honest, because I wanted a Gibson Les Paul Custom since I was, 14 years old, being a huge In Flames and Björn Ilotte fanboy. At the time, that guitar was completely out of reach, and it still is today. So I thought I would never, fulfill that dream, because I would never, even if I could afford, a 3,000 or 4,000 euro guitar, I could never justify buying one. What I also didn't want to do is, just buy a cheap rip-off, which plays terrible and, which I'm just gonna own but not play. This, however, convinced me this is the one to fulfill that dream, especially because it has the real headstock. Seriously, I've really discovered guitar for myself with In Flames. It was the most passionate thing in my life. Still is today, kind of, I'm not, that actively into Flames right now, but I still love that band. It all started with me and my, later on bandmate. We were just, hanging out, playing In Flames songs together. I had an Ibanez ARZ 700 at the time. He had an Epiphone Explorer Goth at the time. It was just, the perfect In Flames feeling. We were feeling so cool. And those were cool times because, we both really learned to play guitar, or to improve on guitar, and especially we improved, in playing together. And that is something that we still notice today. If we play together, it's like, bam, it's right there. Yeah, so this is it. 1970s Les Paul custom copy. Gonna stress this one more time so nobody's like freaking out. I prefer covering the logo for this video. If you have any idea about how I can handle this with the logo, if it's alright to show this on camera and stuff, I'm not selling this to you as, look, it's my new Gibson Les Paul, I spent 3,000 euros on it. It is definitely a copy. But the thing that I like so much is that it's genuinely a 70s guitar. It probably doesn't show at all on camera, but it is, nicely beaten up. It has a really, really great vintage look to it. I've rarely been this stoked or this excited about a purchase. I rarely buy stuff, or I try to avoid buying new stuff just because, that first intention, you're like, oh, that's cool, I want to buy that. No. And then later on, I'm happy that I didn't. But with this, it was like, instantly, yes, that's the one. That's the one, I'm gonna take it right now. So the guy told me that it has been rebuilt 10 or 15 years ago, which is a time. However, the frets look rather new. He was like, I have like 400 guitars. Sometimes you lose the overview. What? 400 guitars? Sometimes you have to sell some. I was like, okay, seems legit. He owned it for apparently like 30 years. It has been refretted probably 10 to 15 years ago. And it has definitely been set up, not so long ago, because this plays absolutely phenomenal. And that's why I took it. It's not just like spending 300 euros on, just a nostalgic looking guitar, feeling like, I know it's cool, but in reality, it's just a turd. But when I picked this up and I played it, I was like, wow, this is an absolutely usable guitar. This is not shitty at all. It's a huge guitar. I mean, it's big. Only thing that I really hate, no cutaway here. You never notice that cutaway until it is not there. I tend to, really press the guitar against me. With this one, it really cuts into my stomach. Something I take, no problem. Now, of course, I could not wait this morning. I just, I had to plug it in and see what it sounds like. The strings are dead, but I left them on for you guys to hear. It sounds so much like a Les Paul, it hurts. No, really though, it sounds really good. It sounds really good. It has a very nice character. I'm not a traditional guy. I have no idea about Fender and Gibsons and all that stuff, but this sounds so distinctively, Gibson Les Paul-like. It is absolutely incredible, especially because right now I have a friend's Telecaster here, so I can, compare the two sides. So I won't totally judge the sound of the guitar today because the strings are so dead, So I can't say that much about the pickups yet. However, I think I'm going to swap them out sometime in the future because they are not. Because for my taste, it could be a little bit crunchier. It does fine. It's still very, very fun. So I think that's what we're going to do right now. Enjoy. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed the sound of my voice, which I'm recording through a new microphone which I got, which I'm going to show you very soon. I bought my dream guitar. You know, it's such a clickbaity title. I'm sorry about that, but it's just the truth. It's true. I am so excited. I can't wait to put fresh strings on there and to really get to know this thing. Now I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some badass fat strings on there and tune it to the In Flames tuning and play some In Flames stuff with it, because I think I just have to. I'm really sorry. If you know more about the, you know, logo thing, story, let me know. I think I'm going to remove this anyway. It's just not matching the overall look of the guitar. You know, everything is cream white and this is white, and no, I'm going to see what I'm going to do about that. Alright, that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching again. Feel free to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more. Lots of other stuff. If you want to support this channel even more, consider going to my Patreon page if you're thinking about, you know, supporting me on Patreon. Already, thanks so much to the 5 patrons that I already have. I never thought I would get, you know, already 5 people in just a few days. Thank you so much guys, it really means a lot. That's all for this video. Take care and I will see you next time.